Schools, and Estacado is still looking for their first victory against West Plains. And last year it was the Wolves winning 38-7 up in Canyon. The previous year here at Lowrey Field, it was West Plains on top 51-34, but Estacado had a lead at halftime in that 2 years ago, and West Plains really came out and executed extremely well in the second half to pull away and take that 17-point victory. Of course, West Plains, most people in the football circles know they're coming off of a state semifinal march in 4A1, where last year they were 11-4, and Estacado was 7-5, and advanced to the second round of the playoffs a year ago. So we got a pair of schools here, and the history of Estacado is very high in making the state playoffs and making some good runs, and hoping that the history will continue here on the east side of Lubbock. Well, getting ready for the Matadors to make their entry here, and the West Plains Wolves are already on the field on the far sideline. We'll be back right after this, and we'll have the opening kickoff of Estacado versus West Plains here on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of colors as we honor America and those who support.
I brought you a pair of binoculars. Don't know if you need them, but I brought you a pair.
Presented by the Estacado High School Army Junior ROTC unit. The national anthem will be played by the Estacado High School Marching Band under the direction of Kenneth Walker.
Welcome back here to Plains Capital Park, Lowrey Field. Nick Long and Bill Stubblefield with you, and we're just moments away from getting game number 3 of this 2025 football season underway, and home opener for the Estacado Matadors. Offensively, Darian Walker, a junior who's passed for 2 touchdowns and 210 yards, will open up at quarterback for the Matadors. James Bozeman will be the primary running back, a senior, 135 yards on the season, 130 of that coming against Hereford last week, where he scored 3 touchdowns in that game alone. Cedric Ross, a 180-pound senior who plays running back, plays wide receiver, and he's a very versatile athlete. 167 rushing plus 52 receiving, and he has scored a total of 3 TDs this year. J.T. Harders may have been the X factor in that win at Hereford last week, a 165-pound senior at wide receiver and also doubles on defense. He scored one touchdown this season. He has 6 catches for 106. Ryan Robinson will be tight end, 200-pound senior. The offensive line include Avery Ortega at center, 250-pound sophomore Elijah Gonzalez, and also Zayden Martinez, the guards, 265 and 315 respectively. The tackles, Dakari Boyd, a 230-pound junior, and the big man, Vershandrick Smith, as a 315-pound junior. And that offensive line going to be very important here tonight in seeing if they can maintain the defensive front of West Plains and let this electrifying offense do its work. 2 men back deep, and the kicker approaches the ball, and this one goes in and out of the end zone for a touchback, and Estacado will get the ball for the first time out at their 25-yard line. Bill, that's one way to keep the opponent from returning a kick, is kick it out of the end zone.
Absolutely. When you got 2 dangerous return men, and Cedric Ross and James Bozeman out there, kicking it deep would probably be the ideal scenario for West Plains.
Well, the opening kickoff brought to you by Neighbors Emergency Centers, and we are now ready for the first play of the ball game. And Estacado in their royal blue uniform, jerseys and pants, and the silver helmets. 2 wideouts to each side. Bozeman, the lone running back. Pass quick to the left side, off to Cedric Ross. Ross breaks off of a potential tackler, reverses field, comes to the 30, 35, 40. He's to midfield, racing down the near sideline. The 30, the 20, the 10, and Cedric Ross, who had nothing on the left side of the field and just reversed completely from about the numbers over there on the east side, and came all the way across the field, Bill, and went 75 yards on the catch and run for the opening TD of the game, a McGavick Nissan touchdown.
It was fast. That's exactly the momentum that Coach Ward was talking about having, being fast and physical, and he made something out of nothing. Just like you said, Nick, just over there on the left side, it got clogged up real fast, reverse field, and before you know it, he's hitting pay dirt.
So Estacado leads 6-0, and now it will be Javian Torres to try the extra point. Donovan Torres will be the holder. Ball is placed, flag on the play. The kick is up, and it is blocked by West Plains, but there was a flag just as that ball was snapped, and looks like it's going to be against the Estacado Matadors. And
false start, didn't see who it was. Looked like one of the linemen.
So we'll do the extra point again. They'll move it back to the 8-yard line, and that is where the Matadors will try the extra point kick again. The ball will be placed at the 15-yard line rather than the 10, the normal distance. Ball is placed, kicks on the way. It's got the distance, and it up and good by Torres. And Estacado takes the first lead of the ball game by a score of 7-0. You're listening to Matador Football of the Lubbock ISD on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
So, Nick, the pass was from J-Rick Ward. Yeah, number 15 starting. Darion is not playing.
Do what?
So Darion Walker's not playing.
Who's the QB?
Yeah, the QB. That was J-Rick Ward. That was Ward's son that threw that
That's
ball.
Ward's son that started.
There's another McGavick Nissan touchdown for the Matadors. McGavick Nissan, your home team Nissan dealer.
Well, he didn't tell me he was going to start him.
I don't think he didn't tell me either. I don't think
No.
It must have been a game time decision.
Yes.
Because Walker isn't even on the sideline.
On the kick for the Matadors.
There's no 13 over there.
No 13. And I know what he looks like. He's not in a T-shirt. He's not on that field.
Back deep for the Wolves, Alex, number 11, Alex Lucerio. and number 5, Lawson Bittencourt.
Welcome back here to Lowrey Field, Plains Capital Park, 7-0 Estacado. And kicking the ball away is Harders, and it's going to be fielded at the 17-yard line for West Plains. And the return man comes out to about the 22 or the 23-yard line, and that is where the Wolves will have their first play of the game. And you know, a moment ago, that 75-yard touchdown pass, it was Eric Ward's son, J-Rick Ward, that a freshman making his first start that threw that pass to Cedric Ross.
Absolutely. I think the West Plains Wolves are familiar with a freshman QB because Macon just took the field.
All right, Macon Reed in the quarterback, one running back. Give the ball right side, Slade Russell out across the 30 and moves to about the 33 or so yard line, and will pick up about 7 or 8 on that carry. Rather than the 22, that possession started at the 26-yard line for West Plains. Second down coming. And a quick pass out on the right side, and it is caught and moves the ball across the 40-yard line for a West Plains first down. And it was Cade Hooker was the one that hauled in that pass from Macon Reed, and the Wolves are going without a huddle. They're at their own 44-yard line, and new set of downs here. Quarterback underneath the center, hands off straight ahead. Russell breaks off tackle left side out to midfield, gets over to the 45 of Estacado, down inside of the 40, and finally it was Sanders, Radon Sanders, linebacker, was able to make the stop.
Saved the touchdown right there with that one.
So another first down for West Plains, their second one in this opening possession that started at their own 26, and they're on Estacado's end of the field at the 39-yard line. Russell in motion to the right. Macon in the backfield alone, drops back, steps up. Now he's going to run. He's at the 35 and gets to the 34-yard line. And he is Malachi Pratt. Defensive end was the one that drug him down. And so the Matadors apparently had that play all covered up there, Bill, but the quarterback made something out of it and gained about 4 yards.
Yeah, Reed is just as quick and as he is strong with that arm, so they've got to be mindful in this empty backfield set.
Second down and 6, handoff around the left side, and the ball carrier is Russell. Russell inside of the 30 for the Wolves, down to the 26, and another first down for West Plains as he picked up 8 or 9 yards on that carry. Down to the 27-yard line, and the chains move. The third first down in this possession for West Plains. They're at Estacado's 27-yard line. The Mats are up on top by a score of 7-0. Reed in the shotgun takes the snap, and flags are dropped. And that came real early. And you would think in a thing like that, illegal procedure penalty against the Wolves, and 5 yards stepped off for the first penalty of this ball game. And that will move it back to the 32-yard line, is where the Wolves will operate in Matador country. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, a slot back also to the left. Now goes in motion to the right side is Salazar. And they pass the ball out to him. He crosses the 30, the 25, and down near the 23-yard line. And that Pratt was
Sanders and Pratt again.
Sanders and Pratt were in on the stop for the Estacado Matadors. First down, let's call it 6, as the ball is placed at the 23-yard line of Estacado. And West Plains playing kind of a NASCAR offense of no huddling. Handoff straight ahead. This time it's Lucero, the ball carrier, and he gets across the 20, close to the first down marker, and 3 or 4 Matadors were stacked up across the way, and it looks like one of them was Vershandrick Smith.
Vershandrick Smith and Cedric Ross right there on the tackle, Nick.
So a gain enough for a first down, and that's the fourth one on this drive now for the Wolves, and they're in the red zone of Estacado at the 17-yard line, beginning to knock on the door. Hand off left side. Here comes Slade Russell. Russell is going to be caught at the line of scrimmage, and Vershandrick Smith was the first one there, but also in on the stop for the Matadors that time, I think, was Martinez assisting on the stop. So now second down, let's call it 10 needed for the Wolves at the 17 of Estacado. The Matadors' run defense really bowed up on that last play for no gain. Three wideouts, two of them to the left. Now in motion to the right is Hooker. And Macon Reed has one person in the backfield. Drops back, throws across the middle, and it is caught and then dropped inside of the 15. Good coverage there across the middle. Looks like Malachi Pratt was the first one there on him.
Yeah, he's covering a lot of ground. He's moving from that defensive position to that linebacker position and really making the stops.
So Malachi's been on 2 or 3 tackles already on this opening possession. And they have now run 9 plays. This will be number 10 on this possession by West Plains. They're at the 17 of Estacado. The drive started back at their own 26. And there is movement on the line, and apparently a timeout's going to be taken by the West Plains Wolves. We'll take a break.
Stadium lights are on. There's a chill in the air, and football is back. UMB Bank is proud to sponsor KCBD's Thursday Night Throwdown.
Best in Lubbock. We hope to serve you and your family soon. Stop by to see us at 406 Avenue Q. Circle K is a proud sponsor of ISG Athletics. Sign up today for your Easy Pay card and save 10 cents a gallon. Visit any Circle K location for more details.
The first quarter of play. Are in front of West Plains 7-0, and the Wolves have a third down and 10 at Estacado 17-yard line. They've made 4 first downs on this drive. Macon Reed drops back, rolls right. He's going to keep it, and he gets down near the 12-yard line, way short of a first down for the Wolves. And good defensive coverage over on that far side, and not sure if that was Raheem Hunter.
I think it was.
That may have made that from his defensive tackle position. So now it's fourth down is what West Plains is facing, 4th and 6. And they're at the 12-yard line of the Estacado Matadors. They're going for it. Quick pass left side. Slade Russell inside of the 10 to the 5. He gets the first down and finally gets down to the 2-yard line. And the stop was made in there by D.D. Traylor. And that's going to be enough for another first down. This time it's going to be 1st and goal at Estacado's 1-yard line.
Yeah, they had it defended pretty well, and they just let him sneak through right there. Could have really stopped him. But, hey, when you're determined to get into that end zone, that first down came first. And so now they've got 4 more times to get there.
So, big 4th down conversion that time by the Wolves, and now they're definitely knocking on Estacado's door at the 5:47 mark of the first quarter of play. Handoff straight ahead, or no, he fakes, and Jacob Reed keeps it and goes into the end zone for the TD on a zone read by the quarterback. And now the West Plain has just driven the 74 yards on that scoring drive with double-digit plays, and they are on the verge of tying this ball game up with an extra point kick here by Nagy. Right-footed kicker, ball's placed, kicks on the way, it's up, and it is good. So it is the Estacado Matadors and the West Plains Wolves all tied up now at 7 apiece here on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network. Back with the Wolves kickoff right after this timeout.
Has your car been through hail? Then bring it to the professionals at Daniel Dent Company. Specializing in paintless dent and hail repair, they've got you covered and will work with all insurance claims. With Daniel Dent Company, you get a professional and highly trained staff that's a cut above the rest. Free consultations, lifetime warranty, and 100% satisfaction guaranteed.
We do one thing and do it well, paintless dent repair.
Daniel Dent Company, 5605 Marsha Sharp Freeway.
Back deep for the Matadors is number 1, Cedric Ross, and number 6, James Bozeman. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Matadors from their own 25-yard line.
Lowrey Field, Nick Long, Bill Stubblefield, and it's 7-7 between the Matadors and the West Plains Wolves, and that kickoff was kicked out of the end zone again for a touchback, and Estacado for the second time starts at their own 25-yard line. We'll get Bill to recap that good-looking drive by West Plains after this first down play. Ward in at quarterback, a freshman. Hands the ball off right side, Bozeman. Bozeman squirts outside, cannot totally get around the corner, gains a yard or two, possibly to the 27-yard line, and is run out of bounds. But a very good-looking drive by West Plains to come and tie this ball game up.
Absolutely, Nick. With a little more than 6 minutes taken off the clock, the Wolves went 12 plays. With 12 plays, went 74 yards down the field, 5 first downs, not including the touchdown with a 1-yard run from Reed Macon. They looked like a machine.
They very well executed that drive with no offense, a NASCAR-type offense, and made a clutch 4th and 6 conversion at Estacado's 12-yard line to set up the score. Hand off right side, Ward going around the right end across the 30. Going to be shy of the first down mark as he gets to the 35-yard line and run out of bounds to stop the clock with 5:25 well, I guess he did get enough because the chains do move on the far side, and it's first down for Estacado right at 10 yards on those 2 plays.
That's a good drive.
Here comes Estacado to the line, 2 receivers to each side of the field. Ward in the shotgun. Hands the ball off to Bozeman, trying to go off tackle, and he gets a few yards to the 37, may have reached the 38-yard line, and he was brought down by Brent Null, one of the defensive ends for West Plains. They're going to mark it at the 36, so that's going to be just a 1-yard gain for Bozeman and Estacado. 2nd and 9 will now be coming for the Matadors. Again, 2 receivers to each side of the field. Ross and Hargers are to the left side. And there's movement on the line, and a flag is thrown, and I think Estacado is going to be called for being offsides offensively. 5 yards going to be stepped off against the mats. That's their first penalty of the game, and rather than a 2nd and 9, it's now going to be a 2nd and 14 situation for Estacado at their own 31.
You can't miss big Rashandrick Smith when he moves.
No, everybody sees it. Snap to the quarterback and gives it straight ahead to Bozeman. Bozeman fights for 2 or 3 real tough yards up the middle and runs right into Cash Lofton, their outstanding middle linebacker. and they're going to place it just inside of Estacado's 34. Now the Mats will need to get out to the 45-yard line on this third down, and let's call it 12 needed here at the 3:35 mark of the first quarter. Tied up ball game. Two receivers wide again, man in motion to the right is Cedric Ross. Ward rolls out, throws a pass that is complete at the 38-yard line, and it was caught in there by Radon Sanders, but not enough for an Estacado first down. Substitutions are coming in, and with a 4th and about 7 needed, I think Eric Ward has decided he's going to punt the ball away.
Yeah, and it looks like he had Donovan Torres going right down the seam, but with the young quarterback and his son, Jerick Ward, I think a short pass, the 5-yarder in the flats was building confidence, and they just wouldn't want to risk it going that deep, but he was streaking down the field.
So the punter, Hargers, drops back to the 25, gets it away, high spiraling kick. Tinsley, the lone receiver, will not get a chance at it, and an Estacado coverage person touches the ball down, and I think that was touched by Dontavius Bass. And so it's going to be at the 43-yard line of West Plains. That's where the Wolves will have the ball for the second time. And Estacado did make one first down, but could not keep things going. And they've had to punt in the game's first punt of the night.
Yeah, one of Coach Ward's keys was maximize momentum, and they just couldn't do it on that drive.
All right, 1st and 10, West Plains at their 43-yard line. 2:37 to go in the first quarter of play, tied up game. And off left side, Slade Russell, and Russell crosses the 45-yard line. And I said he started at the 43, started at the 38-yard line on that possession, and he ends up gaining right at 7 yards as they place the football down at the Wolves' 45-yard line, going right to left here in the late minutes of this first quarter of play. Man in motion to the right is Hooker. Now 2 wideouts to the right. Quick pass out to the right side, and it is caught, and the receiver crosses midfield and gets inside of the 45 of the Estacado Matadors, and that was Jude Hoosman who made that catch and makes the first down. He gets into Estacado territory, and it looks like he must have stepped out at the 43-yard line of the Matadors.
Yeah, that was a great play call. It really caught the Matadors. They were antsy on it. Again, they got to be patient and just contain. But it looks like we got a penalty here on the Wolves.
The marker has not changed as far as second down, and yardage is being stepped off now against West Plains, and will bring it back to the 47-yard line. And let's see if they change the down markers. Still going to be second down, but now they will need, it looks like, about 1 yard. They're at their own 47-yard line, are the West Plains Wolves. And hands off left side, and the running back, Slade Russell, dragging defenders with him, crosses midfield, 45-40, and fights his way in a big kind of rugby scrum, and gets down near Estacado's 37-yard line, and the chains are going to move for West Plains on a big run that time by Russell down to the 37-yard line of Estacado. And barely are the officials getting the chain reset as they run this fast-paced NASCAR offense. No huddle. And off left side again, it's Russell. Russell inside of the 35-yard line and gets maybe to the 33. And tackle was made in there, I think, by Zarian Robinson for Estacado. Ball is at the 32, let's call it. Second down and 5 situation for the Wolves. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Now, person came in motion momentarily, but stopped. Play action. Macon drops back, throws deep, and it is touchdown. And hauling that pass in that time. The Betancourt for the TD. And that will put the West Plains Wolves on top of the Estacado Matadors. Well executed play by the quarterback, Reed Macon. And that was, what, a 37-yard touchdown pass, I believe?
I think that was about it.
And the ball is placed on the extra point. 22 seconds left in the quarter. And the kick is up. It is good. So West Plains leads for the first time in this ball game. And they now lead by a score of 14-7 over Estacado. When we return on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
Keep your athletes hydrated. Get game day ready and power through. Lubbock ISD is proud to participate in the statewide initiative for sportsmanship and athletics, the Texas Way. Please join our athletes, coaches, and officials in their commitment to showing respect for others and demonstrating control of self and celebrating the spirit of competition. Let's all play.
Hey, South Plains, Sideways Collision Center is renovating to serve you better. From fender benders to full facelifts, Sideways Collision is open now and ready to help you get your vehicle back on the road. Come see Sideways Collision for windshield repair or replacements, paint jobs, and paintless dent removal. We offer customer discounts to help you save. All insurances are welcome, and you get a lifetime paint warranty. Expert care and custom paint jobs. That's Sideways Collision Center at 2102 Clovis Road. We'll get you taken care of.
To 7 over the Estacado Matadors. Second straight possession that West Plains found the end zone. And on the ensuing kickoff by the Wolves, again, it was a touchback. And Estacado, for the third straight time in this game, starts at their own 25. Bill will recap that last West Plains drive after this first down play of the Matadors. J. Rick Ward, the freshman, in playing quarterback for the Matadors in the shotgun. And two running backs are in the backfield with him. And they give the ball to Bozeman. Bozeman trying to go left and cannot get around the corner. And it's going to be dropped for a couple of yards lost back to the 23-yard line. Well, a big play. TD pass for West Plains gets them back in the end zone.
After 6 plays, they go 62 yards and get in the end zone with a beautiful 32-yard pass from Reed Macon to Betancourt. And I tell you what, that young man never stopped running until he met the ball in the end zone. He stretched out real nice for it, and now the Wolves have the lead on a beautiful drive again, well executed.
Well, this Macon Reed's one smooth operator at that quarterback.
I tell you what, you've got a young man who's been doing it since his freshman year as a starter. And one of the things about these kids is that they're very familiar. Coach Cummings has said he just wants them to play 1% better each day. And he also says play not only for yourself, but for your brother. And that's exactly what they're doing.
That sounds like a record to Merrick Ward. But I think a lot of coaches are that way. You want to play for the guy next to you and in your locker room.
Oh, absolutely. And these kids, they're so great. They got so much cohesion. It's like it's second nature to them. They know exactly what the other one is thinking.
Well, Bill, you probably know that as good as anybody outside of the locker room of what you work with the Matadors weekly with devotional-type studies and also leadership talks like you gave this week.
Absolutely. We try to get with those kids and have character counts conversations, because one of the things that's been proven is that when you've got a football team that's exceptional, when they got great attitudes off the field, it helps to create a beautiful environment within the school building, and things tend to run a little bit smoother for the staff and faculty.
All right, here's Estacado with the ball, second down, and at their 23, they'll need 12 after Bozeman lost that play on the last, lost a few yards on the last play of the first quarter. Now the mat's going from your right to left, south to north. And just as the ball was snapped, this play is whistled dead. So that's an indication of illegal procedure against Estacado, and 5 yards going to be stepped off. That's the second penalty against the Matadors, both of them the 5-yard variety. And there's been 2 infractions also against West Plains. So both teams pretty even in that category as we begin the second quarter of play. But now Estacado facing a 2nd and 17 situation from their own 13 or 18-yard line. 1 second into the second quarter of play. 2 wide receivers. And now Bozeman in motion to the right. Quick pass left side. J.T. Harders breaks the tackle, crosses the 20, races down the near sideline, gets to about the 25-yard line, or they're going to say he stepped out at the 22. So he gained 4 yards on that play. But boy, Harders put it in overdrive real quick. And looked like he was going to get about 7 or more yards on that play, but ended up netting only 4. So now second down, let's say 13's needed for Estacado at their own 22-yard line. Third down. J. Rick Ward in at quarterback. One running back to his side. Ward takes the snap, rolling left. He's going to keep the ball to the 25, to the 26, and not enough for a first down. He did cross the initial point of where Estacado started this possession, but he's going to be dropped, and it's going to bring a 4th down and 9 situation. Estacado more likely is going to punt for the second time in this contest.
Yeah, another Coach Ward key was manage third downs, and they wanted to keep the momentum and keep the offense on the field. Defense is going to get tired here facing the Wolves.
So second consecutive punt by the Matadors. The punter will be lined up inside of his 15-yard line. Gets the ball away, nearly was blocked, may have been deflected. This one hits at the 41 of Estacado. It's going to be touched down at that point. And touching the ball was Deshaun Osogo for the Estacado Matadors. And West Plains going to get tremendous field position.
The following is a live presentation produced by KCBD News Channel 11.
At Estacado's 42-yard line. Looked like to me that just possibly barely tipped the ball by that rush of West Plains.
The high snap didn't help it either.
No. So here's West Plains in Estacado territory. They lead 14-7, first down at the 42. Coming around to the right side is Lucero. And the quarterback gets it. Reed Macon, and he crosses the 40, 35, and is down just inside of the 30 of Estacado and makes a first down.
This young man is really quarterback in this team.
He's such a field general. I mean, he's got the good arm. He can run, but he seems to be in command of the game.
Yeah.
And timeout is taken with 10:29 to go in the second quarter of play. 14-7, West Plains leading over Estacado. We'll be back right after this timeout on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
There are more than 10,000 colleges and universities in the United States, and only a few hundred are considered to be America's finest. And who is paving the way at America's finest colleges and universities as America's brightest future leaders? Graduates from the Lubbock Independent School District. The Lubbock Independent School District. Your child's story begins here.
Empty backfield.
Flag on the play.
Offsides, defense number 32. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
$10:23 to go until halftime here at Plains Capital Park in Lubbock. 14-7 West Plains out in front of Estacado. We just had a 5-yard penalty offsides against the Matadors defense, and now it's 1st and 5 for West Plains. Handoff straight ahead, and Slade Russell is dropped there right at the line of scrimmage, and the tackle made in there by Jalen Matthews, and also assisting was for Chandrick Smith. So the ball still at the 23-yard line of Estacado here in the second quarter of play after a short punt a moment ago by the Matadors on 4th down. And in motion to the right is Hooker. Now reverses back to the left. Hand off right side, Slade Russell. He's met in the backfield, and I think that was Raheem Hunter was the one that met him. And Raheem, who had a tremendous game up in Hereford, made that tackle with a lot of force at the line of scrimmage, but there was a 1 to 2 yard gain.
Yes, he stepped into the hole. That's what they need to do. That's one of the things they talked about as well on defense was gap control. These big men that are on the Plains line, they're big. You got to control the gap, get in there and fill it.
3rd down and 2 for the Wolves, just outside of the 20 of Estacado. Snap to the quarterback, pass to the right side, and it is White Tinsley with the reception. Inside of the 15 to 10, got a 1st and goal down to the 7-yard line.
On the tackle.
And who made the tackle?
Donovan Torres.
So saved a touchdown there, but it still ended up being about a 13-yard gain and the 1st down for the Wolves. So now they're knocking on the door for the 3rd consecutive possession. 1st and goal at Estacado's 7-yard line, and they lead by 7 points. Quick pitch left side, flag on the play, and this one's going to be whistled dead. But Estacado had good coverage going to that right side of their defense, Bill. I don't know if they would have got him for a loss, but it would have been tough going for Russell. But regardless, 5 yards stepped off against West Plains.
Yeah, they needed that one. It looks like this defense is getting tired. Looked like they had that play, Nick, figured out. First sweep play that I've seen West Plains run.
So the ball is at the 12-yard line. Quick pitch back to Russell, going straight ahead inside of the 10. And boy, Russell, 185-pound running back, has got some strength to him, and he carries defenders with him inside of the 7-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd and goal at that location, right at the 7-yard line on the near hash mark. Clock rolling, 7:45 until halftime here at Lowrey Field, and a 14-7 West Plains lead over the Estacado Matadors, and the Wolves are threatening for more points right here on this 2nd and goal situation. Man in motion to the left is Russell. And comes back to the right. They give him the ball inside of the 5, fighting for the end zone, and it's going to be denied. Tackle made around the 1-yard line, and the first one in there with the contact, I'm not sure, but
at number 23, Donovan Torres.
Donovan Torres was the person that denied him of the end zone, and now it's going to be 3rd and goal for West Plains at the 1-yard line of Estacado, and the timeout is taken here, I believe, by Estacado, a Champion Energy timeout. We'll break for 30 seconds here, Luke. 6:56 to go in the half, 14-7 West Plains, back right after this on KKAM 1340 and 103.9 FM.
Support for the coaches and athletes, as well as to administration, faculty, and employees of Lubbock ISD is appreciated.
Stadium lights are on. There's a chill in the air, and football is back. UMB Bank is proud to sponsor KCBD's Thursday Night Throwdown.
There's power in keeping it local. Let Commercial Electric put the power back in your hands. For over 40 years, Commercial Electric Generator Sales and Service has kept the lights on and businesses moving forward. We are West Texas's #1 Generac generator dealer, as well as your one-stop shop for sales and service. With us, you don't have to worry about your yearly
1-yard line. 2 running backs in the backfield. Man in motion now to the left is Hooker, and they give the fakes on that zone read, and the quarterback kept, and he gets to the goal line and just barely gets in, and Macon Reed has scored his second touchdown run of the ball game on a keeper with 6:51 to go here in the first half.
It looks like this young man will not be denied. Reed Macon is going ballistic right now on the Matadors. They've got to come up with an answer on how to stop him.
So West Plains now up 20-7, and the extra point kick is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field. Our score now, West Plains, the #2 rated team in the state, and 4A1 is out with a 14-point lead over the Estacado Matadors, 21-7. Bill and I'll be back right after this on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network. Yes, sir.
There are more than 10,000 colleges and universities in the United States, and only a few hundred are considered to be America's finest. And who is paving the way at America's finest colleges and universities as America's brightest future leaders? Graduates from the Lubbock Independent School District. The Lubbock Independent School District. Your child's story begins here.
Kickoff down by #0, Gary Brooks. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Matadors from their own 30-yard line.
Halftime here at Lowrey Field, Plains Capital Park, enjoying this nice Friday evening here, working with Bill Stubblefield on Estacado football, where the Matadors are down by a score of 21-7. Bill will recap that last West Plains drive right after this first down play for Estacado at their own 30-yard line. 2 running backs in the backfield. Handoff left side, and Cedric Cross squirts outside, 35-40, near sideline, 50-40. He's at the 30, got a defender to beat, and he sidesteps him, and he takes it to the house on a 70-yard run by Cedric Cross, his second TD of 70 or more yards.
Second one tonight, and that's what they've got to do. One of the things that Coach Ward said is that we've got to beat them with our speed to the outside, and that is exactly what they have done. Looked like it was copy and paste of the first play of the game.
Wow, and he just went 70 yards. 14 seconds ran off of the clock, but he can do a 70-yard dash much quicker than that. But Estacado does get themselves back in the game, and now down right at the touchdown margin, and trying the extra point is going to be Javian Torres, a right-footed kicker. Ball's placed, kicks on the way, and it's up, and it is good. Timeout on the field, and the Matadors have pulled within a touchdown now of the highly rated West Plains Wolves. It's West Plains 21, Estacado 14, back right after this on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
There's another McGavick Nissan touchdown for the Matadors. McGavick Nissan, your home team Nissan dealer. On the kick for the Matadors is number 8, Javian Torres. That kick for the Wolves, Lawson Bittencourt.
Over Estacado. Torres kicks it away for the Matadors. Fielded inside of the 10-yard line.
Number 5, Lawson Bittencourt on the
return person for West Plains. And returning the ball was Rodriguez out to about the 31-yard line is where the ball will be marked, and that's where West Plains will start on their end of the field. What an electrifying run by Cedric Ross.
Well, one play, he goes 70 yards again for the touchdown. And after the Wolves worked with a short field, they went 7 plays, 42 yards, with Reed making 1-yard run, just like he did on the previous. And then right after that, they get the kickoff when we get 1 play, and Cedric Ross is in the end zone for the Matadors, and it changes the momentum completely.
Second McGavick Nissan touchdown play tonight by Cedric Ross, who has about 160 yards total offense, according to Hub City Preps. Pass to the left side. Pass is caught by Hooker, and Hooker gets out across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Going to be enough for a first down, and the chains will move. But the 2 scoring possessions by Estacado, 75-yard touchdown pass from Ward to Ross, who made lemonade out of lemons. Yes. And then a moment ago when he just got to the left side and just turned on the jets coming down the near sideline, he made a great move at about the 20 to just stutter step a little bit to throw the defender off to take it the rest of the way. Reed Macon keeps the ball rounding the left side, and there is a flag drop on that play. I tell you, the West Plains defender down here near the 20, Bill, had a good angle on Cedric Ross, but I mean, it was just enough of kind of a stall or just a little
he
bit of a
shifted gears on him.
He went down to third.
He did. He came back up.
I'll tell you, you've been around Matador football for a long, long time, Bill, and that's the way the Matadors play. They can make the big dynamic plays.
Yes, and the big moves. They can be quick with it and score before you blink, and that's what they got to do here.
First down at the 1st and 5 at the 47 for West Plains. Ball carrier Russell takes the ball across midfield. And
slow Matadors right there in the middle.
So the tackle was made. 2 or 3 defenders were there at the 49-yard line of Estacado. Now it's 2nd and 1 for the Wolves. Those 2 big bookends of Omar Lopez and Keegan Collins. Collins going to K-State. At least made a verbal commitment. Those guys are big. Here's a play action. Reed rolls right, he throws, he connects at the 35-yard line on a crossing pattern, and it was Snyder that hauled the pass in and got the ball down to the 31-yard line, and a first down for West Plains. Well executed play action that time by Reed Macon to set up that play.
Yeah, and he put that ball where only Snyder could catch it. In stride, high, tall kid. Nobody was defending that.
First down at Estacado's 31-yard line, 4:30 to go in the second quarter. And off straight ahead, Slade Russell. And Russell is met in the middle of that defensive line by Rashawn Smith and Malachi Pratt, and also Raheem Hunter. That's a lot of beef for the Matadors.
That is a lot of wall right there that Slade ran into.
So that good-looking royal blue wall of Estacado puts on the brakes. Second down inside of the 30 at the 29 for West Plains on Estacado's end of the field. Russell gets the handoff left side going, and he squirts outside 25-20, and going towards the far sideline, gets inside of the 20 and makes another first down for the West Plains Wolves. A double-digit run that time by Slade Russell, and the chains will move across the way for the Wolves. And again, with the NASCAR offense, they come to the line of scrimmage with no huddle. I don't think they've huddled up offensively this entire first half of play. And in motion to the right, empty backfield, Macon on a slanting pass, and it is caught by Kane White Tinsley, and Tinsley takes it into the end zone for the touchdown, and that will now put West Plains back to a 2-touchdown lead with 3:17 to go here in the second quarter.
Number 43 gets a Nagy.
They'll have the extra point kick with Nagy. Ball's placed, kicks on the way, and it is up, and it is good. And now it is the West Plains Wolves 28, the Estacado Matadors with 14 points. Back with the Wolves kickoff right after this on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
Providing car washes to the Lubbock ISD fleet vehicles this season.
What'd you have on that TD pass at 7?
As a reminder, Lubbock ISD has a no re-entry policy. If you choose to leave the stadium for any reason, you must purchase another ticket to re-enter the stadium.
There are more than 10,000 colleges and universities in the United States, and only a few hundred are considered to be America's finest. And who is paving the way at America's finest colleges and universities as America's brightest future leaders? Graduates from the Lubbock Independent School District. The Lubbock Independent School District. Your child's story begins here.
To Plains Capital Park, and the West Plains did kick the ball to Estacado, and Estacado's Donovan Torres got the ball around the 20-yard line and could not do anything on the right side. He reversed field and got all the way back over here to the home side sideline near the 40-yard line and raced down that before he was brought down for a tackle inside of the 10-yard line, and that's going to be about a 72-yard kickoff return by Donovan Torres.
He was almost there. He almost got away from it, but I tell you what, this time the pursuit caught up with him. He had to hurdle one defender that was blocked well.
So it's Estacado first and goal at the 8-yard line of the Wolves. Here going around the right side is James Bozeman, cannot round the corner, and he's going to be run out of bounds near the line of scrimmage of the 8-yard line. Well, West Plains again, another sustained type drive for West Plains. Took advantage of good field position to score.
They went 31 yards with a 14-yard pass into the end zone to White Nagley from Reed Macon. Macon's got 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns. He's really doing what he's been doing since he started as a freshman.
Estacado has not stopped this West Plains offense. They've scored every possession that they have had in the first half. Bad snap gets away from the quarterback, J. Rick Ward, and he was able to jump on it back at the 15, but let's see if there was some type of, and now they're going to step off 5 yards for a penalty, really, which is kind of a break for Estacado because they could have lost a few more yards, but still, they're at the 13 of West Plains, and it's going to be second and goal at that point.
Yeah, low snap by the center there, got away from Ward, but like you said, a very, very fortunate break.
So here comes Estacado to the line of scrimmage. And Ward in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls left, and tries to pass the ball, and he was nearly sacked. And a flag comes in, and maybe a roughing the passer there by the defender of West Plains.
And I'm wondering if he's going to call intentional grounding.
Well, could have been that. Also,
intentional grounding, number 15 on the offense. It's a spot foul, loss of down, third down.
Really, I don't know if there was a receiver close enough for that. So it was not a roughing the passer, but Bill, great eyes and observation there. It's going to be intentional grounding, and that's going to be a loss of about 10 yards.
Well, you know, Ward is a young quarterback getting his first start. He's a big kid, but no doubt he's feeling some nerves and some jitters, just trying to keep his composure. He's going to have to get a good talking to in the locker room.
Man, how would you like your first high school start against the number 2 team in the state? Play action. Ward gets out of trouble, passes to the right side. It's caught at the 15, and on the receiving end of that was Radon Sanders. Not enough, though, for a first down. And now the fourth down marker is going to be put up at the 15. So Estacado had the ball first and goal at the 8 after that 72-yard kickoff return by Donovan Torres for the Matadors. But Estacado went backwards on that, and intentional grounding and lost play yardage on a few plays. And now it's fourth down, and I don't know what Estacado is thinking here. A timeout was taken on the field. We're going to keep it here, though, at the 2:35 mark. And I tell you, when you're in this situation, fourth and goal at the 15, you kind of got a strange playbook to look at.
Yeah, I think the wise thing would do was just trust your kicker. Let him try, get out there. You will not be giving West Plains good field position, even if you miss the attempt. But at least you're telling your kicker, we've got some confidence in you, and we believe in you.
Well, they're coming out, and I'm not
like
sure there is a T. I do not see number 8, the kicker, so they're going to go for it. Fourth and goal at the 15 of West Plains. One running back in the backfield is Bozeman there with the quarterback, J. Rick Ward. 2 wideouts to each side of the field for the Matadors. Ball's at the far hash mark. Low snap. Ward picks it up. Looking, throws to the right side, and it's intercepted at the 10-yard line. And racing down the far sideline to the 50, the 40, and the 30, and taking this one 90 yards with an interception return is Cade Hooker. And that's going to be 6 points there. An interception and returned for the touchdown and scored there by Caden Hooker. Oh my, what a big play there for West Plains. And they now will open up a 34-14 margin after that 90-yard pick six.
Yeah, that doesn't help your young freshman quarterback build his confidence at all. You got to talk to him right now and let him know mistakes happen.
So Estacado, or West Plains with the extra point. Ball is up and good, and Nagy splits the uprights with 2:18 to go here in the first half of play. And now West Plains leads this ball game 35-14 over the Estacado Matadors. We'll be back right after this on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
for the Wolves, number 8, Jason Lamont. Back deep for the Matadors. Number 1, second Ross.
At
and number 23,
Lowrey Field, Plains Capital Park, and it's now 35-14 West Plains. Short kick. It's going to be fielded at the 30 and a fair catch taken by the Matadors, and that's where Estacado will have it at their own 30-yard line. Well, after that 72-yard kickoff return by Donovan Torres that got you down inside of your opponent's 10-yard line, but you come away empty-handed and also threw a pick six. That hooker took it 90 yards for that score, Bill, for West Plains.
Well, you definitely love it when your defense scores. It does build their confidence up, but Estacado lost some valuable momentum that they could have changed this thing going into the half. Let's see if they can recoup from it right here.
So Estacado down by 21 points, starts at their own 30-yard line, 2:18 to go on the clock. Handoff straight ahead is Bozeman and gets a yard to the 31-yard line, just running into the heart of that West Plains defense. And there, one of the players clogging the hole was the linebacker, Brentley Chandler, for the Wolves. And now it looks like a timeout is going to be taken in a 2nd and 9 situation. Our score, 35-14 West Plains. Luke, we'll take a 30-second break here on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
They're your teams, your scores, your games. So get it all in one place and make this your app. The KCBD End Zone Sports app gives you complete coverage of high school sports, highlights, scores, content you won't find anywhere else.
It's your connection to all things for high school football.
It's your KCBD End Zone Sports app.
Exactly to go here in the first half of play, and Estacado now down here to the West Plains Wolves, 35-14. Estacado's only lead was early with a 75-yard TD pass from Ward to Ross to lead 7-0. Here's a pass on second down, rolling to the left and connects with J.T. Hargers out near the 38-yard line. A gain of about 7 or so on that pass completion, but shy of an Estacado first down. And Hargers slow in getting up. And the trainer for Estacado comes out on the field to Todd Faison to check out the player that is shaken up after that tackle. And so Estacado will be getting a timeout.
Stadium lights are on. There's a chill in the air, and football is back. UMB Bank is proud to sponsor KCBD's Thursday Night Throwdown.
Some assistance coming off of the field, and hopefully nothing of any kind of serious nature for the multi-talented senior for the Matadors.
Yeah, I hope not in your home opener. We're going to be prayerful that it's just a cramp or something. But we've had a change at quarterback, and neither one of us have number 3 on the roster.
There's a 10-second runoff for injury.
So,
I don't know who that is.
Not sure either. And we'll need to find that out. It could be Christian Martinez, but not for sure if that is him or not. He did some quarterbacking a year ago. Takes the snap, rolling to his left and passes, and it is caught. And it's J. Rick Ward who was the receiver on that play. And so kind of a trick play.
Oh, they called it in the dirt.
They called it incomplete, and will bring it back to Estacado's 43-yard line. So I wonder if number 3 will stay in at quarterback. Bozeman, the lone running back, 2 receivers wide to each side of the field. Ward, the quarterback, was the intended receiver of the last play. Martinez sets up, throws deep, caught by Cedric Ross at the 40. He's behind the defense, the 20, the 10, and he is in for a touchdown for the Estacado Matadors, and another big play, and that one that time covers 60 yards for Cedric Ross, the receiver, and he has just gone 60 yards after the reception, and now Estacado has got 20 points on the scoreboard. A 60-yard pass to Cedric Ross. And Lopez will be doing the extra point kicking. It's on the way, and it is good. No good. He missed that one.
And 1 minute and 7 seconds
so,
left.
timeout on the field. And that McGavick Nissan touchdown, the third one of the night by Cedric Ross, and Estacado now trails 35-20 with just over a minute to go in the second quarter of play. Back with West Plains Kickoff right after this on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
They're your teams, your scores, your games. So get it all in one place and make this your app. The KCBD End Zone Sports app gives you complete coverage of high school sports, highlights, scores, content you won't find anywhere else.
It's your connection to all things for high school football.
It's your KCBD End Zone Sports app.
Kicking for the
Delay game
number 8, Javian
on the
Torres.
kicking team. 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
To Lowrey Field, Plains Capital Park, 1:07 to go until halftime, and it is a score of 35-20 after a 60-yard touchdown pass from number 3 for Estacado. Not sure as who that player is that was playing at quarterback, and trying to find that out, but it's Cedric Ross. We know number 1 is the one that hauled it in, and that's the third time Ross has scored on long touchdown plays. Here's the kick, and this one will go out of bounds inside of the 30 of West Plains at about the 29-yard line, and that is where the Wolves should get the football here with the final 1:05. It looks like Deshaun Osogo was their quarterback, a sophomore, and throwing that touchdown play. And it was a 60-yard strike to Cedric Ross for the Estacado score. Here comes West Plains at thrown 29. Play action. Reed drops back, throws left side, and it's caught for a first down just across the 40-yard line, and White Tinsley was the one that hauled it in just in front of the West Plains bench on the east side of the field. Clock rolling, 50 seconds to go until halftime, 15-point West Plains lead. Reed drops back, Looks left, throws, caught, but dropped for a loss, and firing in was Malachi Pratt to drop him for about a 4-yard loss.
Pratt came in. I think that pass has got these guys fired up, and hopefully they can finish strong and keep the Wolves off of the board.
So the clock is stopped now with 36 seconds to go here in the first half, and a second and 12. One of the few times that West Plains has been behind the stick is what they call it. And first time they've had double digits, I think.
I think so. First time they've been stopped for a loss in the whole half.
So let's see what Estacado's defense can do to finish out this half. As Bill said, a champion energy timeout that was taken by the Estacado Matadors. And now 36 seconds left here on the clock in the first half. Ball at the 38, play action. Reed Macon drops back, throws left, and it's caught by Tinsley White, and he falls across midfield. And from my vantage point, it is enough for a West Plains first down. Chains will move to the 49-yard line of the Estacado Matadors. Clock rolling, 22 seconds to half. Quick pass right side, and getting out of bounds is Hooker. And Hooker gains about 7 yards on that quick pass to the right side, and the receiver steps out of bounds to stop the clock with 19 seconds left in the second quarter of play. The Wolves are at Estacado's 42-yard line here. Two receivers to the left side, man in motion to the left. Reed Macon drops back, and he throws, and the pass is incomplete behind the intended receiver on that slant-in play, and it falls incomplete.
Amari Taylor on the stop.
And so
defended by number 5, Amari Traylor.
D.D. Traylor coming in from his rover position with the good pass coverage, and on that time for Estacado. Now it's 3rd and 3, let's call it, for the Wolves. Still at the 42-yard line of Estacado. 14 seconds to go until halftime. 15-point West Plains lead. Estacado trying to prevent more. Pass to the right side, and it is caught. A good down and out. Betancourt made that catch and stepped out of bounds for another West Plains drive. And I'm telling you, they are running a very effective 2-minute offense right now.
Managing the clock perfectly.
So it's down to the 30, let's say, for West Plains. 10 seconds to go until halftime. They're at the 30 of the Matadors. Empty backfield, no running backs, and Reed Macon, the quarterback, is about 5 yards or so in the shotgun. 3 receivers flood the left side. Macon drops back, looks left. He throws incomplete on a slant pass across the middle to White Tinsley, and it falls incomplete. D.D. Traylor again back on the pass coverage that time for Estacado, and now it's going to be 2nd and 10 for West Plains with 5 seconds to go here on the clock. This West Plains Ball Club they're just very efficient, they're disciplined, and they've been together since the start of the school, so many of them. 4 years ago, pass to the right side. It is caught by Betancourt at the 22 and gets out of bounds.
Well, break it off. Said it was out of bounds.
Out of bounds. It was an incomplete pass. But, boy, I thought there for a second, another well-executed pass where the receiver is there and gets out of bounds real quick.
Yeah, it was going to be 2 seconds left, and they were going to kick it. But now I think they're out of range. They're going to try I wonder if they're just going to kneel it. I don't think they're going to kneel it at all.
No, I think they'll run one play of some sort. But the quarterback does get underneath the center.
Yeah.
3 receivers wide to the left, man in motion to the right. Quarterback, play action, drops back, looks left, he throws, and it's batted down at the end zone by Radon Sanders, was back there on the end of the play on the
West
coverage,
Plains Wolves,
and that's going to end the first
35,
half of
that's
play.
Matadors
With
20.
our score, West Plains 35 and Estacado 20. We'll be back right after this timeout on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, now forming on the field is the West Plains High School Wolfpack Regiment. The band will be performing their 2025 UIL Marching Show, Opus 78, featuring clarinet flute duet, Mason Camarillo, Elias Zamora, brass quintet, Trent Nellis, Cal Aikman, Levi Call, Carson McGeorge, Trey Meta, woodwind duet, Elias Zamora and Alondra Espino. Drill design by Robert Cullen, band arrangements by Evan Van Doren, percussion arrangements by Andrew Markworth, color guard choreography by Laura Rogers. The Wolfpack Regiment is under the field direction of drum majors Daniel Da Silva, Cole Baber, Zoe Thompson, and Ebony Martinez. Drum majors, you may now begin your halftime performance.
Marching Band. Their UIL production is entitled Rap City. Drum majors are Lourdes Castillo and Candido Herrera. The band is under the direction of Estacado alumni, head director Kenneth Walker, and assistants Dr. Cody Hutchison and Enrique Lujan. The band would like to thank administrators, fellow teachers, coaches, and parents for their support.
Well, I appreciate that, and I will tell you, working for Lubbock ISD in our office, I get to work for and with the greatest people ever, and I have the greatest job on earth, and I can't imagine doing anything else, because I get to be around incredible people every day, chasing kids, you know, and it's sports, which is part of my identity, so I'm very thankful for being in this position. Absolutely, John is having a great time and living his best life. You know, the school he always wanted to go to his, you know, entire life. He got that offer, and it's just soaking it all up and having a great time doing this. We really appreciate everyone who takes the second opportunities he's had. Alrighty, thank you, Nick. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Welcome to the field, your Estacado Matador. Welcome to the field, the West Plain Wolves.
Well, I think they just refreshing on the keys to the game that Coach Ward gave us. They've got to maintain momentum, control the third down. They have got to get the third down, stop, get the ball back into the hands of the high-powered offense. And the offense has got to make the first down. They've got to work.
On the kick for the Matadors is number 8, Jaden Torres.
But that's not going to save them. They got to have a consistent game. We're down 2 scores.
Number 5, Lawton Bendencourt on the return. Stopped by number 23, Donovan Torrey. It'll be 1st and 10 Wolves from their own 36-yard line. Number 10, Slay Russell on the carry. Stop by number 20, Jalen Matthews, and number 45, Raheem Hunter. Brings up 2nd and 4 for the Wolves.
Doing the play.
12, Caden Hooker.
Doing the play, holding number 44 on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay 7 down on the play.
Coming back. That was a break for the Matadors that they caught. Raydon Sanders ran him down, but this was the break that they needed. Hopefully this will give them some momentum. Hopefully they can stay and play a little bit more consistently in containment. They've got to open their eyes. They've got to be aware of this ball.
Flag on the play.
Offsides, number 77, defense. Penalties declined. 1st down, West Plains.
Be 1st and 10 Wolves from the Matador 42-yard line. Number 10, Slay Russell on the carry. Stop by number 5, Mario Trailer.
Look, that was a stop.
And number 9, Zion Robinson.
Zion Robinson came right up as well to help them stop.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
They haven't stopped Slade for a loss in the whole game. They stopped, they got in, and they stopped Aiken for a loss. This is the first time stopping Slade.
Pass complete to number 12, Caden Hooker. Stop by number 9, Zion Robinson. Brings up 3rd down. Matador fans, make some noise.
This is the crucial 3rd down. This is going to be contested right here at midfield. You have them in their own territory. You can get a stop right here. You might swing that momentum in the Matador's direction.
2 wide outs to the left. Now a man in motion to the right is Hooker. Reed Macon in the shotgun. 1 running back in the backfield. Drops back. Looks left. Flushed out. And he throws on the run, and it's incomplete just behind the outstretched arms of Cade Snyder. Estacado had a couple of defenders there on the play in the secondary, and now it brings 4th and 15. Substitutions are coming in, and we may see the first punt of this game by West Plains.
The very first one, that was a good defensive play by Jaden Matthews. He got right in there, and he stopped it. I thought he was going to pick it off for a second, which would have been a tremendous turn of events, but we'll take the stop.
So popcorn being brought in. Here's a punt, no return. This one hits at the 15, takes a Wolf's bounce. May have been touched dead at the 1, and that's what they're going to rule at the 1-yard line. And wow, what kick coverage that time.
He broke the plane on that.
Yes, well, the officials have still put the ball down at the 1, and that's where the Matadors will start on the shadow of their north goal line with 8:53 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play, and Estacado trailing by a score of 35 to 20. But again,
1-yard line.
One big thing, Estacado finally put the brakes on West Plains and made them punt.
And they're deep in their territory, right there on the goal line. It's dangerous to come out of the shotgun in this when you're deep in your own end zone, but hopefully the Matadors can punch it out. They're going with a big formation here, Nick.
Yeah, all 3 running backs in the backfield, and looks like Raheem Hunter. They snapped it to the blocking back who scored the winning touchdown last Friday in Hereford, and he gives them some breathing room out to about the 7-yard line. And a little bit slow in getting up, and now he's assisted up by teammates. And Raheem Hunter is going to leave the field with his helmet off. But Estacado's got
stadium lights are on. There's a chill in the air, and football is back. UMB Bank is proud to sponsor KCBD's Thursday Night Throwdown.
Quarterback's going to do here.
So 3 running backs in the backfield again. Ward calls it the box, and they snap the ball, and it looks like Donovan Torres was the carrier, and Torres,
number 23, Donovan Torres
right,
on the carry,
gets it to the 9, and it's going to be short of an Estacado first down by 2 yards. 3rd and 2's coming for the Mats. Now at their own 9-yard line.
3rd and 2
looks like they're bringing Raheem Hunter back in to go with the big box and trying to get this pick up these 3 yards.
Torres and also Bozeman are the 2 deep backs, and again I think they snapped it to the up back, Raheem Hunter.
45, Raheem Hunter on the carry.
Nearly got the first down to the 10, but he's going to be shy by about a yard. And I don't know what Coach Ward is thinking here on a 4th and 1. You're down by 2 touchdowns, and they're going to go for it.
It's like he's playing poker.
Yes, he is. And going with the big package again. And they need 1 long yard at their own 10-yard line, a 4th down gamble. And they get the ball, and Bozeman breaks into the opening. 20, 30, 40, he's at midfield. He is going to go 90 yards for the touchdown. James Bozeman got some good blocking on the right side of that liner, known as Cedric Ross.
But what a play. What a play. I think we're going to have to start calling Coach Ward the gambler.
90-yard touchdown run by Cedric Ross with 6:47 to go in the ball game. And Ross now has 4 long plays of 60 to 90 yards, a pair of 70 and 75 in the middle there, those bookends. That's incredible. Over 200 and probably 50 yards in touchdowns alone by Cedric Ross, and Estacado's down by 9 with Torres to try the kick. Ball's on the way, and this one I think is deflected, or is a low kick, and it is no good. But Cedric Ross on a 4th and 1 just went 90 yards for the TD run, and Estacado now trails 35-26 to West Plains. Back with the Matadors kickoff after this on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
There's another McGavick Nissan touchdown for the Matadors. McGavick Nissan, your home team Nissan dealer. It's time for your Hill and Apollo scoring drive summary. The Matadors scoring drive went 99 yards in 4 plays and resulted in a touchdown by number 1, Cedric Ross. On the kick for the Matadors, number 8, Javian Torres. Back deep for the Wolves, number 5, Lawson Betancourt. And number 11, Alex Lucero.
Nick Long and Bill Stubblefield, we've just been told by Tanner of Hub City Preps that Cedric Ross has over 300 yards of rushing and receiving combined. Here's a kick and returned by Betancourt out to the 26, maybe the 27-yard line of West Plains. But Bill, recapping that drive, it's as far as you can go on a football drive.
That's what's amazing. They had 3 rushes for 8 yards, and then 1 4th down rush for 91. It is amazing. That Coach Ward really risked something there, but it was a big reward in the end.
So 4th and just over 1, and Cedric Ross made 91 out of it. Here's a give up the middle, Slade Russell, and Russell crosses the 30, wrapped up and dropped down near the 32-yard line. And Malachi Pratt, who's having himself a good ball game tonight defensively, as a outside linebacker made that tackle. And also assisting in there for the Matadors, also on that stop, was Jalen Matthews. At halftime, the leading tacklers were Raheem Hunter and Malachi Pratt with 6 apiece, according to Harold and Donna Needham, keeping some stats for the Estacado broadcast. Handoff left side, and the ball carrier this time gets it near making the quarterback. I think he did get the first down coming around the left side.
Yeah, they're giving it to him.
So tonight, Ross has test drive 4 Nissans for touchdowns tonight. Can you believe that?
Well, he's going rogue.
First down for the Wolves at their own 37. Macon Reed will keep. Gets across the 40 to near the 42-yard line. Right on Sanders, another name we've said numerous times, in on the stop along with Malachi Pratt.
One thing about Macon, he is a durable kid. He runs and runs and runs. And if the Matadors have been paying attention, they should be expecting pass here now.
Second down, let's say 6 for the Wolves. Hand off straight ahead. Slade Russell, 45 to midfield. First down, West Plains. And stop was made right at the 50-yard line for Estacado. And looks like Jalen Matthews and Donovan Torres teamed up there defensively for the Mats. Ball right at midfield in the Lowrey Field marking there. And Lubbock ISD is where the football is placed for West Plains. 4:15 to go, third quarter of play. 9-point difference now with West Plains still in front. And off right side, big hole. Russell, 45 and down near the 42-yard line of Estacado. And the tackle, Malachi Pratt and Raheem Hunter there for the Estacado Matadors. Now it's second and goal and short. Just right at a yard is needed for the Wolves, and they're on Estacado's end of the field at the 41-yard line. One score in the second half, and that was the 91-yard run by Cedric Ross. Here's the give, left side, and the ball carrier gets a first down. Russell inside of the 40 and is brought to the turf at that point.
Got big pool coming on that right side to the left under the right tackle and right guard in that trap play. And that's that play where they said they've got to fill the gap.
So they're down to the 36-yard line of Estacado, and they're taking a break in the action. And let's take a 30-second timeout here, Luke. 3:12 to go, and now the clock begins to run, and West Plains coming back out on the field, so there would not be a timeout here. 35-26 our score in favor of West Plains, and first down and at the 36 of Estacado. This drive is started back at their own 27-yard line. Play action, pass left side, and it is hauled in there and getting to the 30 and to about the 29-yard line is Jacob Crow. And gains about 7.
It was good pass play. They faked the trap and pulled up immediately for the hot out.
Malachi Pratt on another tackle for Estacado. Probably the best defensive game that the senior, very versatile athlete has had here for Coach Ward in this young season. And in motion to the right, Macon screen back to the left and drops the ball off to Phillips. Sidesteps the defender, the 20, the 15, and is going to be knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And making the touchdown-saving tackle, I think, was D.D. Traylor, the Rover.
Yet again, a good stop, but a broken tackle. They had him, and he just couldn't hold on to him. I couldn't tell who that was, but absolutely big stop here.
So now, first and goal for West Plains. They lead 35-26 and wanting more here. Under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter of play. Man in motion to the right, and they give the ball. Slade Russell, and Russell just barrels in. Touchdown for the West Plains Wolves as Russell scores on a 1-yard plunge. And with a minute 53 to go here in the third quarter of play, it's now a 15-point lead by the West Plains Wolves. They'll try the extra point kicks. Ball's on the way. It's up, and it is good. Our score now, West Plains 42, Estacado 26. Back with more exciting Matador football here on KCBD.com/endzone, on KKAM Radio and the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
$40 a month. Be blown away by speeds more than twice as fast as 5G home internet. Right now, and get unlimited mobile line. 1 year and Disney Plus Hulu bundle on us for 6 months. Plus a $100 prepaid card. Experience internet powered by fiber starting at only $40 a month. Call 866-9-OPTIMAL. Visit Optimal.com or store near you.
River Smith. Lubbock ISD wishes to thank River Smith for their outstanding sponsorship and providing meals for our third floor press box for the entire 2025 Lubbock ISD football season. Come experience a friendly atmosphere and see why River Smith has been voted best of Lubbock. We hope to serve you and your family soon. Stop by to see us at 406 Avenue Q. On the kick, number 8, Jason Lamont for the Wolves. Back deep for the Matadors, Cedric Ross, and number 6, James Mosley.
Kickoff out of bounds. By rule, the ball is placed at the 30-yard line.
Back here at Plains Park here, and it's a Plains Capital Park in Lowrey Field, and it's 42-26 in favor of the West Plains Wolves. A kickoff that went out of bounds near the 5-yard line, but they're going to advance it out to the 30, and that's where Estacado will start with a minute 53. After this play, we'll get Bill Stubblefield to recap that last scoring drive by the West Plains Wolves. Estacado, J. Rick Ward in at quarterback. Low snap, gets away from the center, and it's going to be recovered by a Matador running back back inside of the 15-yard line. Big loss there. Back to the 13, a 17-yard loss on first down. But Bill, West Plains again executed nearly a double-digit drive again.
Yet again, 7 plays, 42 yards, 7 first downs, and they're in the end zone. They have not yet been able to just get a good, decent stop like they did on the last possession. Forced them to kick, forced them to finally punt the ball, and then Estacado did do something good with it. Looks like our Bozeman.
And he check out of the game?
Yeah, he was the one dove on the ball, and they dove on top of him.
All right, so hopefully he'll be okay. Now we're back in the 3 person backfield, and that's going to be Ross and Torres, the deep backs, and Raheem Hunter is the up back, the blocking back. Snap gets away, and it's going to be recovered at about the 3-yard line, and I think West Plains may have it. And they were indicating they did recover it, but apparently they have still given possession to Estacado, and now they have lost 27 yards in 2 mishaps on deep snaps.
Now that was a good snap. The back in the backfield was not paying attention.
So now it's going to bring a 3rd down and 37 needed. They got to get to the 40 to make a first down. And they let the up back carry the ball, Raheem Hunter, and gets them to the 6-yard line. A gain of about 3, and now it's 4th down. And you would think in this long situation, I know that Cedric Ross has had a big night of 4 scoring plays in excess of 300 yards, but we'll see. The buzzer sounds. That's the end of the third. We're going to the final 12 minutes of this football game with our score, West Plains 42, Estacado 26. Bill and I'll be back right after this on KKAM, KCBD.com, and also the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
Stadium lights are on. There's a chill in the air, and football is back. UMB Bank is proud to sponsor KCBD's Thursday Night Throwdown.
Hey South Plains, Sideways Collision Center is renovating to serve you better. From fender benders to full facelifts, Sideways Collision is open now and ready to help you get your vehicle back on the road. Come see Sideways Collision for windshield repair or replacements, paint jobs, and paintless dent removal. We offer customer discounts to help you save. All insurances are welcomed and you get a lifetime paint warranty. Expert care and custom paint jobs. That's Sideways Collision Center at 2102 Clovis Road. We'll get you taken care of.
They're your teams, your scores, your games. So get it all in one place and make this your app. The KCBD End Zone Sports app gives you complete coverage of high school sports, highlights, scores, content you won't find anywhere else.
It's your connection to all things for high school football.
It's your KCBD End Zone Sports app.
As we start the final 12 minutes of game number 3 in the home opener for Estacado tonight against the state's number 2 rated West Plains Wolves. 42-26, West Plains with the lead. Estacado has been in front only one time when it was 27 to nothing. Now Estacado lining up on 4th and will punt, and they ball gets away, and the punter is having to try to make something out of it and runs it out to the 13-yard line. I don't know if that was by intention that they ran the fake punt, but still stopped at the 13, and that is where West Plains will have it on Estacado's end of the field.
Well, that was a gift.
And
that they did not need to give.
So the ball's marked at the 11. And that's where West Plains will start with a 16-point lead as 8 seconds into the final quarter of play. Macon Reed gives the ball left slide, left Slade Russell running to the outside and run out of bounds at the 5-yard line, a 5-yard gain on that play. And finally running him out of bounds was Cedric Ross. And now the ball is going to be second down. They can get a first down at about the 1-yard line, just between the 1 and the 2. 2nd and 4, let's call it, for West Plains. Handoff right side, Slade Russell, and gets down around the 2-yard line, and he was stacked up in there in the middle by D.D. Russell and also Jalen Matthews. We've said Matthews' names quite a few times in this broadcast, Bill.
Yeah, it looks like he stopped him pretty good right there. Prevented him from getting that first down, Nick. But I don't think West Plains is looking to make the first down. I think they want the touchdown.
Yeah, that's definitely the game plan, I would think. 3rd down at the outside of the 2. They can make about a half yard and get a 1st and goal. And the quarterback on a zone read into the end zone. He slithers in there for the score. And Macon Reed has got his 3rd TD run of the night. They mostly have been short in this ball game, but this quarterback, it helps his ball club any way that he can, and he makes a 2-yard run there and he now has a pair of TD passes and 3 touchdown runs. Ball is placed, kicks on the way, it's up, and it is good. Timeout on the field. With our score, West Plains in front, 48-26 over Estacado. Back right after this on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
Lubbock ISD is proud to participate in the statewide initiative for sportsmanship and athletics. The Texas Way. Please join our athletes, coaches, and officials in their commitment to showing respect for others, demonstrating control of self, and celebrating the spirit of competition. Let's all play the Texas Way. Back in for the Matadors, number 23, Donovan Torres, and number 1, Cedric Ross.
To Lowrey Field, Plains Capital Park, and Estacado down by a score of 49-26, and the West Plains has just kicked off, and Estacado has got it at their own 27-yard line is where they will start off. But Estacado gave the ball to West Plains on a very short field, and the Wolves cashed in.
Yeah, went 3 plays, 11 yards, and yet again, Reed Macon shaking on the house he's building in the end zone. He's in for his 3rd touchdown, his 5th touchdown, 3rd run of the night.
Here's a snap and a give to Bozeman. Bozeman across the 30 and moves it near the 33-yard line. Tackle made by Cash Lofton and also Hooker and Chandler for West Plains. Estacado starting at their own 27-yard line and now out across the 30. 2nd down for the Matadors. And a mix-up and again an errant snap by Estacado. That's been an issue, especially in this second half of play by the Matadors, and that gets them back to the original line of scrimmage of this possession at the 27-yard line. And that's where Estacado will be operating. 3rd down and 10 needed for the Mats. J. Rick Ward rolling to his left, wanting to throw, and he's sacked inside of the 20. And the person that came firing in that time for West Plains was Bryson Williams, who is an outside linebacker to make that tackle. Now it's 4th down again for the Mats, and they'll need 21. And you would think another punting situation here. The last time they had a breakdown when they were trying to punt from the end zone, and the punter had to run it out and did not get the 1st down yardage.
Yeah, it just sort of looked like Bozeman wasn't sure who he was supposed to block on that play, and the linebacker ran right by him on the blitz.
So the punter kind of shallow at the 9-yard line to punt it away, and barely gets it away. One man back on the return, and that is Chandler at the 48, returns it across midfield for West Plains and gets to the 47-yard line of the Estacado Matadors. And that is where they will take possession. Dontavius Bass was the one that made the tackle on the kick coverage for Estacado. So we've got 8 minutes, 7 seconds left in this ball game, and it is a 49-26 lead by the West Plains Wolves. They led at halftime 35-20. Estacado scored once in the third, and a 91-yard TD run by Cedric Ross. And we have got a timeout on the field, a Champion Energy timeout. And Luke will make this a 30-second break. 8:02 to go in the game. 49-26 West Plains when we come back on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network. 8:02 to go in the game. 49-26, Wolves leading over Estacado. And West Plains at the 45-yard line, first down. Macon Reed drops back, and he's going to be sacked. And making the tackle was Zarian Robinson, the middle linebacker with those fluorescent green shoes, making the quarterback sack.
He came right in.
Ball is at the 48-yard line of the Wolves. Quick pass left side, and the ball is caught and runs across the 50, the 40, sidesteps the defender, and it's going to be tripped up and dropped just outside of the 30-yard line. D.D. Traylor will be credited with the tackle, but somebody else was in on that trip up about 5 more yards back upfield.
I think it actually looked like the turf monster got him.
So 7:16 to go in the game. 1st and 10, West Plains. 30-yard line, Estacado. Macon Reed Macon in the backfield. Hands the ball off. Russell going around the left side. 25-20 still going. 15-10. And he's going to get somewhere inside of the 5-yard line. At the 2-yard line is what Bill thinks, and that's where West Plains will operate. And now clock rolling, 6:35 left here in the game, and West Plains is flirting of putting over 50 points on the scoreboard for 2 consecutive trips. The last 2 times that West Plains has been to Lowrey Field. Man in motion to the left and picks the ball off to Hooker. Hooker on an end around and does not make the corner. Going to be stopped somewhere near the 1-yard line.
Number 12, Caden Hooker on the
and several Matadors were over there on the tackle. And Gonzalez was one of them that was in on the tackle, and also Jalen Matthews, a linebacker. And they deny West Plains of the score. 2nd and goal at the 1 of Estacado. And they go straight ahead on the keeper. And looks like Reed Macon, or let's see if it was another person that carried the ball. I'm not sure if it wasn't Cash Lofton, their linebacker. No, it was Reed Macon. He's the last one leaving the field, it looks to be. And that is a touchdown. That's touchdown run number 4 by him, all of 1 yard each. 55-26, kicks on the way. It's up, and it is good with the 5:33 left here in the ball game. And West Plains now has a 56-26 lead over the Estacado Matadors. Back with West Plains Kickoff right after this on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio.
Did you hear that? That's the sound of your home or business being protected. Locally owned and operated for over 18 years, Rusty's Bug Stop has been serving the area with quality pest control. Our no-contract services will get rid of those nasty pests and give you peace of mind, residential or commercial, roaches, spiders, termites, mice, and more.
At Rusty's Bug Stop, the bug stops here.
On the kick for the Wolves, number 8, Jason Lamont. Back deep for the Matadors. Number 23, Donovan Torres, and number 1, Cedric Ross. Number 1, Cedric Ross on the return.
20 left in this football game here in Lubbock, and 56-26 in favor of the West Plains Wolves, who come into this game tonight with a number 2 state ranking by Dave Campbell's Texas Football, a number 6 rating in the state by Pigskin Press. And Estacado will start after the kickoff at their own 30-yard line. West Plains has scored 3 times in the second half to Estacado's 1. And a pass across the middle by J. Rick Ward, incomplete to the receiver, doing a crossing pattern at about the 45-yard line. Would have been a first down play, but the pass a little bit too much upstairs for the incompletion. Estacado next week back on the road. We'll go down to the historic Mustang Bowl in Sweetwater to play the Mustangs, who were behind big at halftime to Seminole, 41-7. Pass across the middle, Cedric Ross at the 40 gets to the 43, and a first down for Estacados. The chains will move. Well, Bill, there's still a seat in my vehicle next week. I don't know for sure if mechanic's going or not, so hint, hint, if you ain't much to do. Dropping back is Ward. Ward throws it deep, and it is hauled in for a big pass inside of the 20-yard line. And on the receiving end, that was Ray Don Sanders, and that's going to be a pass completion of about 40 yards that time.
Longest pass of the night for the Matadors.
Wow. And let's see where they're going to put the pigskin down at the 17-yard line. What a pass by the lefty, J. Rick Ward, close to 40 yards.
That was one of the best plays.
Estacado in the shotgun. Ward passes left side, and a diving catch is made by Estacado's Kyle,
number 80, Demario Cal.
And down to
brings up 2nd and 1
inside of the 10, and it's going to be short of a first down by a yard. 2nd and 1 at the 9. Ward looking into the end zone. He throws incomplete in the deep in the left-hand corner. And the intended receiver on that pass play had good double coverage, and it was Cedric Ross, the seniors, who he was looking for. Ross jumped up and got a hand on the ball, but that receiver was right, defender was right in front of it.
He threw it into double coverage. Ross did have him beat, but if he'd have looked to the right, he had the man over in the flat wide open.
3rd down, still 1. Estacado inside of the 10. And a pass to the right side, and this one is hauled in and by Donovan Torres, and Torres is into the end zone for the touchdown. And that's going to be Ward to Torres for 9 yards. And Estacado has now crossed the 30-point barrier in this ball game.
Looked like he hurt in the said he had the guy wide open in the flat on the right. And sure enough, he went back to that side on the cross.
So a 9-yard pass from Jayrick Ward to Donovan Torres.
Estacado had a penalty called on him after the touchdown. I don't know if it was unsportsmanlike, but there was some laundry on the field.
So I would think that would come after the ensuing extra point attempt here by Estacado, who, by the way, went 70 yards in 5 plays. And a little jump pass across the middle, and it is caught on the 2-point conversion, and that's Ryan Robinson. Ryan Robinson makes the pass completion from Ward, and Estacado does get a 2-point conversion, and our score now, West Plains 56, Estacado 34. We'll have Estacado's kickoff right after this on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
The Matadors, McGavitt Nissan, your home team Nissan dealer. It's time for your Hilton Polo scoring drive summer. The Matadors scoring drive with 6 plays for 64 yards resulted in a touchdown by number 23, Donovan Torres. For the Matadors,
3:09 to go here in the ball game. Estacado down 56-24 and had to 56-34 and had to kick off deep and thrown 25 due to the foul after that touchdown pass earlier. And now the onside kick attempt. The West Plains did a great job of executing that on the receiving side. And they've got a first down at their Estacado 44-yard line. 3:07 to go in this ball game. 22-point West Plains lead. And looks like that still Reed Macon's in at quarterback. Handoff up the middle, and the ball carrier 40-35 to the 30. And down to the 29-yard line goes Slade Russell. Change move, first down for the West Plains Wolves. Quick pass right side, nearly intercepted, but it is caught on the near side by Slade. White Tinsley got inside the 20, and then a yellow flag is around the 20-yard line in the secondary of Estacado, and see what this infraction's about. It looks to be enough for a first down to the 15-yard line of Estacado on that Reed to Tinsley pass.
Number 3 on the offset. 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay, first down.
So it's a penalty on the receiver.
Yeah, he was stiff-arming, but grabbed the face mask of the defender.
All right, so yardage stepped off, and now it's going to be first down at the 35 of the Estacado Matadors. Handoff left side goes Slade Russell, and Russell for 5 yards off tackle on that left side. Clock showing and rolling, 2:17 to go in this football game, 56-34. Estacado next week on the road to Sweetwater, and West Plains will be playing Bushland at home. Handoff right side, and the ball carrier again is Russell, and Russell got enough, I think, for a first down at the 19-yard line of the Estacado Matadors. Stop was made there in the secondary by Radon Sanders. And the chains will move. First down for West Plains. And 1:57 to go in the game. And a 2-minute warning is now being utilized in this ball game.
So unique that UIL decided to give high school football a 2-minute timeout. It's so unusual as well.
Well, and this is the first year for them to do that. Isn't that correct?
First year. And it's like they don't know it.
So the ball's at the 19 of Estacado. And a 22-point lead by West Plains. West Plains, by the way they're playing, looks like they're really wanting to score another touchdown.
I believe that they want to. They don't want to break their streak of beating their opponents by 40 or more.
Pitch out left side, Hooker around the left end, the 15 to 10. He's into the end zone. And it's going to be a 19-yard TD run by Hooker, the wideout on an end around. And that is his second touchdown of this football game. And with a minute 38 to go in the contest, West Plains strikes pay dirt again. Cade Hooker, 19-yard run for the Wolves.
We finally see somebody else get a run other than Russell and Macon. And Hooker coming out of the slot on the reverse, gets in there, just beat everybody to the corner.
Number 8, Jason Lamont.
Hooker scored earlier on a 90-yard interception for the score, interception return, and now the 19-yard end-around run. Pick is up, it is good. Timeout on the field. Our score, West Plains over 60 points on the scoreboard. They lead 63-34 over Estacado. Back after this timeout on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
Special thanks to Mighty Wash for providing car washes to Lubbock ISD fleet vehicles this season. As a reminder to all spectators, no one is allowed on the field after the game. Thank you for your cooperation.
There are more than 10,000 colleges and universities in the United States, and only a few hundred are considered to be America's finest. And who is paving the way at America's finest colleges and universities as America's brightest future leaders? Graduates from the Lubbock Independent School District. The Lubbock Independent School District. Your child's story begins here.
23, Donovan Torres, and number 1, Seth Ross. Number
5 left in this football game, the home opener of the season for the Estacado Matadors, and they're down by a score of 63-34 to this number 2 team in the state, the West Plains Golden Wolves. Short kick, and that was fielded and returned for about 5 yards to the 37-yard line. That's where Estacado will start. Well, in the 4 years that this school, West Plains, has been in existence, they have played Estacado every year in football, and they're going to improve their series record to 4-0 here tonight. Ward takes the snap for Estacado, rolls left, throws on the run. It's caught at the 43, but a flag does come in. Ineligible receiver.
Yeah, these linemen ran downfield.
During the play,
and Bass was the one that made the pass catch for Estacado, but that play will be brought back. And illegal receiver downfield. And 5-yard step off against the mats. We'll bring the football back to their 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 at that location. Clock rolling, 1:15 left in this ball game. Handoff up the middle, gain of 1, maybe 2 by Bozeman. That's it.
Number 0, Gary Brooks on the carry. Brings up 2nd and 15.
So second down coming, still about 15 needed. Less than a minute to go in the game. West Plains about to improve to 3-0 on the season. Estacado going to be 1-2 on the year. And have already played a pair of road games, a loss at Jim Ned, a win at Hereford, and they'll go back this time down to Sweetwater to play the Mustangs. Low snap, ball picked up. Ball carrier Bozeman gets across the 35-yard line of Estacado. Not enough to get back to the original marker of this possession. And now the clock rolling with 12 seconds left in the game. We'll see if Estacado will even run another play. It's down to 5 seconds and still rolling, and Estacado's not going to do it. They're going to let the clock roll out, and this thing is a final with the West Plains Wolves beating the Estacado Matadors tonight, 63-34 here at Plains Capital Park, Lowrey Field. We'll be back with the post-game report right after this timeout on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
Gave their very best. Please help show your support of these fine student athletes by acting in a sportsmanship-like manner. On behalf of the wonderful crew here at Plains Capital Park, as well as my spotter, Brent Berry, I'm your voice of the Matadors, Victor Hatchett, and have safe travels home and a blessed weekend.